331 BCE. The ancient world teeters on the brink of transformation. Two formidable powers, the expansive Persian Empire under Darius III and the ascendant Macedonian forces led by Alexander, confront each other in a contest that would determine the fate of empires. The location, the plains near Gaugamela, a site that would forever be etched in the annals of military history. This is the story of that pivotal encounter, a study in strategy, leadership, and the brutal realities of ancient warfare. For centuries, the Achaemenid Persian Empire had reigned supreme, its influence stretching across a vast expanse of territory. Its wealth and manpower were legendary. However, the rise of Macedon under Philip II introduced a new military force, disciplined and innovative. Philip's son, Alexander, inherited not only his father's ambition, but also a highly effective army. Following initial successes against the Persian satrapies, Alexander's advance presented a direct challenge to the Persian king Darius III, compelling him to assemble a massive army to crush the Macedonian incursion. The Persian host assembled on the plains of Gaugamela was, by all accounts, significantly larger than Alexander's forces. Darius III had amassed troops from across his diverse empire, including heavily armored cavalry, chariots equipped with scythes on their wheels intended to break enemy lines, and even war elephants, a relatively novel addition to the Persian military. In contrast, Alexander's army was smaller but highly trained and experienced, its core being the formidable Macedonian phalanx, supported by well-coordinated cavalry wings and skirmishers. As the battle began, Darius deployed his scythed chariots, hoping to create panic and disorder within the Macedonian ranks. However, Alexander's forces had anticipated this tactic. Skirmishers were ordered to unleash volleys of projectiles at the charioteers, while gaps were deliberately opened in the Macedonian lines, allowing the chariots to pass through without causing significant damage. Sensing an opportunity, Alexander led a significant portion of his elite companion cavalry in a charge against the Persian left wing, commanded by Bessus. The ferocity of this assault caused a considerable portion of the Persian cavalry to break and flee. As Alexander's cavalry engaged the Persian left, Darius, observing the pressure, redeployed forces from his center to reinforce the threatened flank. This movement inadvertently created a gap in the Persian line directly opposite Alexander. Recognizing this critical weakness, Alexander wheeled his remaining companion cavalry into a tight wedge formation and launched a direct assault towards Darius himself. The sight of Alexander's determined charge, coupled with the losses on the left flank, caused panic amongst Darius's personal guard. Darius, fearing for his life, turned his chariot and fled the field. The flight of their king signaled the collapse of the Persian center, and the remaining Persian forces began to break and retreat. The Battle of Gaugamela was a decisive victory for Alexander. The Persian army, despite its numerical superiority, was routed. Darius's flight effectively ended organized Persian resistance. Alexander now stood as the master of the Persian heartland, with the great cities of Babylon, Susa, and Persepolis falling under his control. The battle marked a turning point in ancient history, signifying the decline of the Achaemenid Empire and the rise of Hellenistic power across the Near East. The consequences of this single day of fighting would resonate for centuries to come, fundamentally altering the political and cultural landscape of the ancient world. The Battle of Gaugamela remains a subject of intense historical study, a testament to the impact of military leadership and tactical innovation on the course of civilization.